All right. Well, this is potentially first episode of Pitch Meeting. I don't know if we're actually going to post this anywhere. I'm Logan, also known as Doogie, and we also got Jayden. Jayden, why don't you
Hey guys,
join on in?
hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. You sound great. Do I sound all right?
Yeah, you sound good. Can't see myself. Hold on. Can you see me?
I cannot see you.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second here. Is this thing on?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Jayden. I see you got yourself a little drink there. What are we drinking on tonight?
This is a little bit of well, it's wine. To be more specific, it's a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon,
Mm,
2018 blend. Which at first I thought 2018 that's pretty new, but then I kind of had to pinch myself, and I remembered 2018 is 5 years ago. 5 years ago,
yeah.
and I'm like, okay, well,
Pre-COVID. Things were a little
pre-COVID.
different back then,
I swear it's still 2020. But
right?
anyways, so it's pretty good. It's
Wow.
not a bad Cabernet. Unfortunately, this is the last of the bottles, so I'll be switching to a lager after this. But what about you? What are you drinking?
So I'm drinking a little rum on ice. It's a little Kraken 96 proof. Got about a shot and a half in here. It looks like more than it was. The ice is melted a little bit. I had about 4 or 5 ice cubes in there. So, uh, it's distilled down a little bit. Nice, nice little nightcap,
Very
Probably
nice.
going to cut myself off after this because I got work in the morning.
Well, how are you gonna sleep? I'm just joking.
Like a rock. Like a rock. But anyway, so this is pitch meeting. It's kind of an opportunity for. So this episode is just going to be just Jaden and I. We will be the hosts going forward, but in the future, we'd like to have guests who pitch their ideas to us. But tonight, we're just going to be bouncing a few ideas off each other. Just two great minds seeing. Iron sharpens iron, as they say.
Just to kind of elaborate on that, I think the idea behind this was so Logan and I, while we may not be big professional names, we've been involved in and very heavily interested in comedy sketches, stand up, even pretty much anything. Honestly, this
Good, clean, fun,
I don't
fun
know.
podcast comes to mind. The Good, clean, fun podcast.
An old podcast of
Revolutionary,
ours.
revolutionary podcast really changed the game.
Yeah. I don't
Um,
know about you, Logan. I don't want to. I don't want to like. I think there will be a bit of a comedy focus because I think that's where you and I are sort of experts in. That's sort of our field. But I want this to be a pitch for anything. If you've got a new song that you want to pitch, come on here and play it. We'll give you some feedback, give you some pointers, our takes, our recommendations. Yeah. So I don't know. Logan and I, we just we're constantly bouncing ideas back and forth with each other, refining things, making things better. And we thought, hey, it'd be cool if we could kind of share that with other people, kind of maybe give viewers or listeners at home an idea of what it's like to maybe be in a writer's room.
Writers' room, I also see us as investors, and that raises the question as what is investing? Because when you think of investing, you typically think money, and we may be investing
Mark
money,
Cuban.
the sharks, and we may be investing money as we go forward. Who knows who we'll have on this show? It could be some great business ideas, but it's also investing. That's investing time. That's investing knowledge, especially from us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's a lot of different things you can invest, and so I think that's really my goal. I don't know. I don't want to speak for you, Jaden, but my goal for the show is really to be presented some great ideas and see what I can invest. And that could be, I think harsh criticism is an investment when you really think
Mm-hmm.
about it.
Yeah. It's not easy. It's not easy to give. It's not easy to take. There's certainly some sort of an mental investment, right? You're giving yourself up, being very vulnerable with two experts in a field, giving your ideas, and yeah, I think there's definitely an investment there. I agree with that. My main goal is a little simpler than yours. I think it's I want to inspire and I want to be inspired. I want to inspire and I want to be inspired. All right. I want to
That's
hear ideas.
inspiring.
I
That
want to
is
hear ideas.
inspiring.
I want to hear ideas, not only that I can maybe help refine. I want to hear ideas that make me think, well, man, I wish I came up with that.
I want to hear some ideas from just, because I want to bring anybody on this podcast, just friends, people, friends of friends, and talking about being inspired. I think ideally we get a little nobody on here. He has great ideas. See what I can take from that and make it for my own.
Mm-hmm.
And
next
that's
thing you know, he's moving on up.
He's gone. He's out of the
past
picture.
Us, the next great. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, I'm saying,
anything could happen here.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm also saying that this show obviously will blow up, and we'll have this platform, all this money, and we have a little nobody who could be the next Bill Gates coming on here, pitching his idea, pitching his own Microsoft, and then we don't even have to post it, but we got that idea now.
Are you saying that you would not publish that person's episode and that we would kind of take his idea like a?
Well, I think if I could build on their idea, think of it more of like as an incubation chamber, because I don't want the next Bill Gates or somebody who's maybe 1% away from Bill Gates and they need me to come in, So I don't want, like, what if somebody had Microsoft almost, Nobody cares about what was almost Microsoft. They care about what was Microsoft. Yeah.
Point.
So I guess we could just hop back in, or just hop back in. This is the first time.
I am leaving. I'm going to let you lead here. This is sort of, just for the record, this is Logan's brainchild. He's the brains behind this. I'm sort of here to provide support, give my expertise. One thing I will say
hey, let me just cut you off right here. This isn't my show. This is our show. All right. And soon we'll have guests, we'll have other people on the show. This is for us to share. We're partners in this.
Well, regardless, that blurred my background a lot. Regardless, I just wanted to kind of point out.
I like that.
You like the blur?
Yeah.
All right. It's a little much. What I was going to say, though, I was going to say this is sort of a test run for this, right? I think, Logan, you mentioned that. So if you're listening to this or watching this, then that means it must have turned out pretty darn good.
Yeah. And
otherwise, we would have tossed it. So if you're listening to this, get excited. You're about to hear some great ideas. And you're probably going to laugh a little bit if I had to guess.
So I guess I can kick it off. I have a little more in-depth pitch later on, but I just got a really quick, straight to the point, just idea for you. Let me know when you're ready.
Always.
All right. Top 50 Quagmire moments YouTube compilation.
I like that. Yeah, I can see how that would be funny. He's got a lot of good moments on that show. Any particular come to mind?
Probably a couple giggity moments would come in there.
Classic. Yep.
But we all know Quagmire. Who else but Quagmire, as they say in the show? And see, what I'm thinking is like what's hot on YouTube right now. And YouTube's bigger than cable at this point, right? And what's hot is Family Guy clips. And Quagmire is everybody's favorite character from Family Guy. So I'm thinking we compile 50 of his best moments, put them in a row, compilation video, put an ad every minute in that video, 50-minute long video at least. And then we can go from there, let that snowball roll. We can get every single moment Quagmire is on film in a compilation. We can have every Quagmire moment compilation.
I like that. And it's making me chuckle just now because I'm thinking about all the hilarious Quagmire moments I've seen that would fit right in with this video. It's also making me laugh because, or it's making me smile because it feels nostalgic to me. I remember being a kid with you, actually, Logan. If you guys didn't know, Logan and I are childhood friends. And we'd go over to your house and we'd be watching Family Guy clips on YouTube. And I think it's
don't let mom find out though. Don't let mom find out, right?
Trust me, I won't.
Especially with Quagmire's horny ass.
Right. Yeah. Um, it's a timeless joke. People love Quagmire, people love Family Guy. However, I think where I'm going with this, I've seen it before. I've watched Quagmire's best 50 moments a couple times from other creators. Of course, everybody's got a different top 50 lists, and it's always fascinating to see what this number one moment will be. I think if you really, really want to make this your video, your own, to stand out from the crowd, I think it needs that little bit of Logan Dawes touch. You know what I mean? I need to know what makes this Logan Dawes. And so I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe you could add some sound effects throughout the video. So maybe Quagmire's doing a classic giggity, 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 and then you add like I don't know, like a fart noise or something. Or like a boing would work because the boing it's suggestive.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, have you heard this term before? Market research.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking you're saying other people have done top 50 Quagmire moments. Not sure if I agree, but let's say they have. We can go watch those videos. And you said that you like seeing what their number one is.
Yeah,
so we figure out. So we figure out. Oh! I just thought of this right now. We make 50 of Quagmire's top 50 moments. It's a new number one every time.
Are the other clips the same? The other 49?
It's yeah. The 50 clips are all the same. We reshuffle them and you see which one's number one every time. Because think about it, people are scrolling YouTube, they're going to click on one. They have no idea that there's more of them.
Well, they would know that if they search it on YouTube, then they would see them all.
Hey.
I still think you would want to add the sound effects in there. At least in one. That can be your king.
I do like the sound effects.
I'm not worried about the money. I'm not worried about the monetization of this. I want this to feel like unique and special. And I think the best way to do that is to add boings and fart noises and maybe like a splat, maybe like a will. Like I'm sure there's a scene in the top 50 moments where Quagmire throws something. He throws something. Yeah, you hear a splat and maybe like a Wilhelm scream right after that. I think that adds a whole new layer to this. So that's my suggestion to you.
I like that. I think, all right, well, I think there's something we could circle back on. I think we're definitely on something. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'll take some notes on this and maybe bring it up in another meeting. But yeah, so that's my first pitch. It's just see what you got. Yeah,
sure. Let me check out my list here. Well, it's actually kind of funny because number one on my list was actually going to be top 50 Peter Griffin moments.
Wow. But great minds think alike.
Right. But I think we can probably scratch that off and probably apply the same techniques that we're applying to the Quagmire video.
It's still a good idea that we can make one conglomerate YouTube channel and have the best moments for everybody for Family Guy. Top 50 Herbert the Pervert moments.
That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Not too many sound effects on Herbert though.
Right.
So this is like, honestly, this is for my first pitch, I'll just use something that it's not quite fleshed out. I'm hoping you can help me with that. I want to flesh this joke out. I feel like it could be a good stand-up routine or just a quick little joke. But I just don't really know where to go with it. I don't even know if it's funny because this isn't based on real life or anything. I just kind of made this up. I don't even know if something like this would happen in real life. Pretty simple premise. A guy and a girl are on a date. Classic. Then they are walking. And then while they're walking, the guy farts.
See, that is funny. That is funny right there.
I'm glad you think so because I've been wrestling with it because I've been wondering, like, is that even funny? Like, would that even happen? I don't know.
Of course. Okay. Well, for one, it would. I think it would happen. And for two, what's funnier than a fart, especially on a date?
Mm-hmm.
So what? So they're on a date and they're walking, and then do I have this right? The guy farts.
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking.
And is it loud?
Yeah, it's loud, and you don't know if she heard it or not.
You, as in the audience, or am I the guy?
The audience. The audience.
So it's like a thriller almost. It's like a psychological thriller.
Right.
So maybe honestly, what I'm thinking is we could twist this into a new A24, like the next Hereditary, honestly.
I don't know if I
You're
want this to
not
be
because you're not.
scary.
Well, what's scarier than wondering if your date heard your fart or not?
I don't know. Honest, honestly, I think we should scratch it.
Hey, well, okay, maybe we don't make it a horror movie, but I think it's a
No,
hilarious
no, no.
movie.
Your horror movie idea is fine. I just don't think it's the scariest thing to happen. And also, I'm just starting to doubt if it's even like a funny premise because if the girl did hear it, she probably didn't care. And honestly, she probably didn't even hear it. So
I think it's funny. I think it's a hilarious premise.
I just think
Guy,
if she heard
girl
it, if she heard it,
together,
she wouldn't
guy
mind.
farts.
She would have said something if she heard it.
Well, what if what she says when she hears it is pee you?
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. She holds her nose.
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe the fart's huge, huge fart. Her hair gets blown back. Maybe she stops to tie her shoe. He farts and just blows her away. Her hair gets blown
Uh-huh.
back.
She flies all the way down Walnut Street.
Yeah, flies around the world.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. Cool. Girl's hair blows back
I'm saying,
and
from what I've seen,
flies
you can't
around.
miss. You can't miss with the fart joke.
Yeah, I was just starting to wonder if she would have even heard that, but it's cool. I like it.
But
I
she
like it.
would
I
have.
like it.
She would if it was a huge
My
one.
pitch. My pitch. I'll work on it and try to present a final version to you next time.
Sweet. All right. Well, so for my next pitch, actually, it's a business opportunity. Let me see if I can figure out how to share my screen. All right. So this, like I said, this is a business opportunity. So I've been for the past 2 weeks or so, I've been working at a coffee shop, and I've been thinking everybody loves coffee. We all love coffee. And what do you need when you drink coffee? A mug.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a business opportunity. I've designed some mugs. These are just mock-ups, but I'm thinking honestly, we could turn them into real mugs and sell them, make a lot of money. So this is Mugs Galore, modern coffee mugs for the modern adult. You ready?
Yeah, let's see it. Excited. I do love coffee, so
Hey, you and me both. All right. Point number one. No talkie before coffee.
okay.
So you see here, I've got, can you see my mouse?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyways. So no talkie. He's pissed. This is, I mean, I'm sure you can relate. You don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
talk.
yeah. No, I get
You
it.
don't want people
Yeah, I
talking
know.
to you before you've had your coffee, right?
Yeah, I definitely relate to this. It can be difficult to communicate with people when you're still waking up and you haven't had your morning caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
And I'll say I've seen not as catchy as this, not no talkie before coffee, but I've seen don't talk to me before my coffee type jokes on the internet before, but I've never seen them on a actual coffee mug. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just meeting these two, it makes sense.
Yeah,
So
no,
I've got a
it totally makes sense. Is this will all mugs? I'm sorry, what was the name of your product again?
mugs galore.
Mugs Galore. Thank you. Will all Mugs Galore be running with this no talkie before before coffee theme?
No. They're all pretty different. I mean, they're all jokes about coffee and how much we love coffee. Um, anyways, all right. So yeah, I've got a few more. My next one, me before my coffee and me after my coffee. So he's pissed. He's pissed before he's had his coffee. That's me before I've had my coffee. And then after my coffee, that coffee is delicious. And I know that's going to bring me to the place I want to be, bring me to be the person I want to be.
It's good. I feel like the story's missing something here because me after my coffee, he's got a full cup of coffee there. I'm not really buying that that's him after his coffee. Now maybe he's taking
Well,
a
guess
few
what?
sips.
Guess what? That's cup number 2.
And that's totally fair. But like I said, I feel like we're missing the story of cup number 1. I feel like you might be able to squeeze nice little teaser.
Yeah,
I
sorry
feel like
about
you
that.
might be able to squeeze a third, maybe emoticon or emoji in there. Maybe I
Emoticon.
don't want to. Yeah. I guess squeeze a small little middle emoticon right around there, and that because you got a little bit of white space there underneath that
Yeah.
first text block.
Well, and what I was thinking about was these mugs are going to have 2 sides to them. You can always have something on the other side. There's just one side, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 sides to every story. All right. So yeah, I got a couple more. So this one, did you touch my coffee, bitch? Did you touch my coffee, bitch?
Right. Yeah. I got it. Yeah. All right. You got another one?
Yeah. I feel like you're adding a lot to the other ones. You don't really have anything to say to this one.
Well, there's not a whole lot of whites. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the profanity really falls in line with the Mugs Galore brand. Everything else has been pretty, innocent and cheerful, and this is suddenly extremely not only aggressive but also profane, which it doesn't bother me, but it might bother the other Mugs. I feel like the target audience
we don't want those people as clients. Then we don't want them as customers.
Well, your first 2 designs are definitely appealing to a very specific target audience that I don't think would appreciate this one.
I think it's the same audience. It's all in the same vein. Because if you truly love coffee, look. If this is you before your coffee, and somebody touches your coffee, you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be pissed.
Right. All right, yeah, sure. You make a good point.
And it's nothing.
Cool.
It's nothing obscenely profane. It's just the B word. We all say it from time to time, and
Sure.
and he's angry, and he's.
I'm feeling like the target audience for the other 2 is like suburban mom, and this is more like,
like somebody who's had their coffee touched. You don't want to see suburban mom if you touch her coffee.
Right. That's true. All right. Yeah. Keep going. You got any more designs?
Yeah. So this one's where's my coffee? That it's kind of playing on the last one. Did you touch my coffee? And then this is
It's a
your
much
coffee's
darker.
gone.
It's a much darker tone than the others. Would that watermark be staying?
Well, no, see that's a barrier to entry. This is just a pitch, like I said, These are
I
just
know you know
mockers.
where it is. Just tell me for your own good. This seems, but well, I do take back all of my criticisms of the last one because I feel those criticisms are much more applicable to this design. I can't see anyone who bought the previous mugs purchasing or even
Well, if they bought this
endorsing
one,
this.
if they bought this one, they would.
I don't. This it's frightening. It's frightening and it's threatening.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a little. I mean, it's not like
And
a
what's the
threat.
story here? No one steals other people's coffee. That's not a regular. That's not a
You would
regular
think that
occurrence.
no one should steal other people's coffee, but they do sometimes. And when they do, there's prices to pay for people that love coffee like us.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, but if you're so it's did you touch my coffee, bitch? So like somebody's maybe like if you're in an office and it's like
But you have to remember that not everyone's going to be purchasing all of these mugs. So hypothetically, someone would
but
only have this one. So you shouldn't be referring to older designs to justify the content of the newer design.
but they don't refer to each other. They're just there's it's
Right,
kind
but
of it's a
why
narrative in a way, but you can only have one of these.
you can't make it a narrative unless you expect them to follow the narrative. If I
But it
go to a
depends.
store and I
But you
just see
buy
this,
but you buy one depending on where you're at in the narrative. So somebody touched your coffee, and you're trying to figure out who did it. Was it you, bitch? Maybe it's your coworker, and then your coffee's gone, but maybe you know who had touched it. And so where's my coffee? You know, and so yeah,
I know you know where it is. Just tell me for your own good.
Yeah.
You also have to keep in mind that, if someone were using this mug, then they would have their coffee.
Right. And it's all a joke. It's a big joke.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah. And for your own good, that's just, because me before my coffee, right? So you don't want me without my coffee. So just for your own good, if you tell me where my coffee is.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then this is the last one. Coffee. I might be a little crazy if I have too much, but not as crazy as I am without it.
I like this one. This one's kind of harkening back to those first couple designs. This feels much more in tune with your brand.
Well, it's a dynamic brand. I mean, this is a pitch. Well, we don't know what direction this brand's going to take.
Well, I'm telling you,
directions.
I know, and I'm telling you the direction that it should take, and it's this. This is funny. It's cute. It's relatable. I think a lot of people would say, "Yeah, I'm a little crazy before I have to go back. Not this one. Go back." I think a lot of people would say I might be a little crazy if I have too much coffee. But as a coffee drinker myself, I can attest that if I don't have it, I'm not too pleasant to be around. Go back. Stop going back to these. No, the other one. Go back to the cozy one. Yeah. I'm telling you that this is the good one. All right. I don't know why you keep going back to the ones that I was not as crazy about. You should be thrilled that I'm excited about this design. I'm starting to think that you actually don't care about this design or the first two, and you really, really were banking on those middle two being a hit. And I'm telling you right now, that's not the brand.
I don't think you know the brand.
That's just my 2 cents. Go ahead and launch this thing. It's going to be a fucking disaster.
Okay. Well, I think no talkie before coffee. I mean, that would be a huge hit.
We got 4.5 minutes left on this Zoom, so let's wrap this up.
All right. Well,
I gave you my pitch. I gave you my advice.
thanks. I like this guy too. I do. I will say I really like this guy in the bottom right here.
I really like this one. I think this is the big winner.
That coffee. He's loving that coffee.
He really is, and that guy at the top, you can tell he hasn't.
This is a good one, but whatever.
I don't like the aggression. I don't like the aggression of it.
I guess you're just not quite as big as a coffee drinker as I am.
I drink like a pot and a half a day, dude. I drink a lot of coffee. I would kill someone who touched my coffee, but I would not use this mug. Because it gives off.
But if somebody touch your coffee, you know what I'm saying?
In real life, but I don't want to let them know.
So you can like sneak up on them. I'm just saying, if you had this mug, people would know, and they would never touch your coffee. They would never touch your coffee.
Let me just say that the part of me, I'll say this, and this is all I have to say about it. The part of me that would go like, it's not a part of me that I'm proud of. It's not a part of me that I want to advertise on my coffee.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't want to be around if somebody was touching my coffee. So, all right.
Some good ideas there.
All right.
Got
So
potential.
yeah, looks like we got a
Trim
couple
the
minutes
fat.
left. You got another quick pitch you want to throw at me real quick?
Well, we got about 2.5 minutes left. I'm not sure what I've got that could. I've got a song that I do want to show you, a little song that I've been working on. But definitely don't have time for that now. So maybe next time.
Okay.
Hmm. As far as I guess I could throw another joke at you.
All right. Let's hear it.
I gotta decide which one to pick.
Uh,
Let's just wrap it. Let's wrap it because we got like less than 2 minutes left.
yeah, just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. But we got like a minute and a half left, right?
Yeah, we got a minute and a half exactly.
All right. Well, first episode of pitch meeting. We're definitely gonna have to edit this down so the PC police don't come for us because we will get canceled for a few things we said on here. Maybe we'll release an unedited version on Patreon or something later on.
That's
But
the biggest threat to this pitch meeting idea is not bad ideas or bad jokes. It is
liberal media.
PC culture. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Well,
we'll get through it.
all right. Well, hopefully next time we'll have a guest on. Who knows who that'll be?
I'm excited to hear their pitches, and I'm excited to show you my song.
I'm excited to hear it. All right. Well, I'll see you next time, Jayden.
All right. Thanks, Logan.